So it's bright and early. It's a beautiful night actually. Got my porridge on now and I've got my coffee. Nice strong coffee to get me going. Getting a bit lighter now. So you can just about see the tent. I'll take the tent down in a minute. Strange sounds, but that was just in the morning here. But I feel good. My feet feel okay actually. I've rested. My legs are rested. I can feel my muscles a bit, but I feel fine. So I feel quite positive now. I think I can do this. All it needs is a bit of a rest. Amazing what a few hours can do, isn't it? Putting a bit of fuel in the tank. Oh, cheers. Lovely fresh coffee in the morning. I've got porridge, a bit of cinnamon in there. Oh, give me a bit of energy to tackle this walk today. And I have no idea what's ahead. Really no idea how far I'm going to make it today. Weymouth is a long way. When I look at the map, even though it's very hard yesterday, I haven't actually come that far. So I really don't know how far I'm going to make it. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy my porridge and get ready for the next leg of this day tripper 3-day adventure. I've left absolutely no trace whatsoever, apart from the fact that the grass has been flattened, but that will soon come back. It's lovely out here. It's approaching 6:30. I walked 13 miles on the first day, which is not bad really, considering the weight I'm carrying, 3 days supplies, food. Lots of these types of things. Wow. Maybe an old army base or something, I don't know. I know it's dangerous here. I mean, there's fallen rocks and everything else. Look at this, these caves that have been hewn out of these rocks. They could have been used as gun storage, couldn't they, or artillery rounds. Wow, it's pretty amazing. Oh, look at this. Huge open space. Hello! You're an idiot! Look at that amazing cave. Wow. It's like a huge hole. Imagine camping inside here. Goodness. It does say strictly no camping. Just what a place. You know, it's all these places are in our backyard. Really, I mean, this is not far away. Bournemouth, just around the coast a bit. It never fails to surprise me, every time. You just have to go out and explore, that's all. Just go out and explore. With a bit of courage. And the sea as well. I mean, this is going to be a huge fall here, so and the sea is just so beautiful. And today, look at that. My goodness. I mean, it could be the Mediterranean, could be anywhere, couldn't it? Well, so many good things in England to explore. It's in memory of Alistair Ian Campbell Johnson, who was drowned at Winspit, August the 19th, 1935. He loved the birds and green places and the wind on the heath, and saw the brightness of the skirts of God. Born 1917, died 1935. So he wasn't very old, was he? 18 years old. But he loved to see, that's why, the glory of God. The skirts of God. I mean, this is Winspit. What a place. What a view. I mean, unbelievable. I'm just trying to be disciplined to have a break every hour, just for 5 minutes, where I take my shoes off, give them some air, just let them dry out slightly. Doesn't matter what type of shoes you've got, your feet get very warm. Don't look down. Okay, so this is St Albans Head, or St Adhelm's Head. It's got two names. It's amazing, isn't it? The view. You could explore for hours down there. You can go down there. Look at that rock though, it's pretty precarious. And then looking around here, there's some coastal guard station. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I can see all the way around the coast now. So that island is Portland. So it's absolutely incredible view. I mean, in my mind, that's as good as, if not better than, Seven Sisters. I mean, there's actually more to look at. In fact, because you've got the Isle of Portland Bill on the end. This is really wild. This is... It really is. Look at that. I've got to go down here, then up the other side. My goodness. And it's not the only one, is it? 1, 2, 3. It's not straightforward, but it's a challenge, that's for sure. This is the most challenging hike I've done. I mean, if I can do this, I don't say I can do anything, but this is so steep. Look at this, straight down and straight up. I was looking for something a bit more challenging in my life. This is just far too easy, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Look at this. 3, 4, 5. On the ridge almost. What? I mean, can you imagine climbing that? With 10 kilos on your back in the really hot sun. I'm sure you could do it, but it's quite a challenge actually. And I think the trick is to keep breathing very deliberately, deep breaths. I just passed the guy I met. He was having a break on the other side. You can still see him actually by the seat. So I've overtaken him, and I must admit I do feel a little bit smug right now, because I know that he's got to go down there and up those hundreds of steps, and I'm up here, kept on walking, and well, let's just see what happens. I'll probably go down and up again myself. 20 miles, 15-20 miles probably to Weymouth on a direct route. When you do this, it's 30 miles, double the length. And also, not just that, it's up and down these hills. So if you're not prepared for that, you can see why a number of people drop out of this walk, because You think, oh, you can do 20 miles a day easily, you know, because you're comparing it with a flat walk, and also you're probably not comparing it with a number of day walk. Look at that, my goodness. In remembrance of the Royal Marines who've lost their lives since 1945, Falkland Islands, Northern Ireland, IRA bombing, the Middle East, Far East, as well as bearing the corpse crest by sea, by land. The site also bears a message to passing walkers and those who come by to pay their respects. It reads, "Rest a while and reflect that we who are living can enjoy the beauty of the sea and countryside." I think that's absolutely amazing, don't you? So that's the memorial. We'll remember. I mean, it's only because of their sacrifice that I can really enjoy this today in freedom. So now I'm walking towards Kimmer Ridge. I've got to go up a steep hill again, get onto the ridge, and then it's quite dramatic cliffs that I'm walking along towards a village of Kimmer Ridge, which is now 3.5 miles, so that's not too bad. I really would like to get there for lunchtime. It's now 10 o'clock ish, so I don't know if I will, but we'll see how steep it is. I do have a need to get there because it's very, very hot, at least when you're carrying 10 kilos, and I need more water. I've got about 3/4 of a litre left. I've got to keep myself hydrated because you're walking in the sun. Two, 3, 4, 5. Ah, fresh breeze. Oh, all the way up there's no breeze, and then you get to the top, get rewarded with this stunning view and a fresh breeze before you pass out. I said before, but I'm hoping it's going to be a bit easier now till lunchtime. This is all the water I've got now. You can see, I know, just 2/3 of a litre, and then I'm out. I've just come down that ridge, climbed that ridge, come down that ridge, and then through this woodland, which is like almost like a tropical jungle. And then looking back, that's back to Albans Head, which was hours ago. That you can see there on the headland. That was like, what time was that? 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock? I know, it was like hours ago. Now it's like 11:30, or you know, it's taken me, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours just to do this bit. So it's not easy at all. Wow, and it's so hot now. I'm not moaning, by the way, I'm just letting you know what it's like. It's still enjoyable because I know I can do it. I'm not a quitter, but I'm slowing down, that's for sure. The footpath's full of cracks. I don't know why. Hopefully this is not going to shear off and fall into the sea any minute. It's a lovely fresh breeze here. Get some water from blackcurrants. I'm steady now, I'm covering some ground finally. It's more what I'm used to. So we're having a bit of a rest here. I think I've got about 1,000 meters according to the map to go to Kimmer Ridge, so just around the corner. So hopefully I get my water there. My feet are sort of aching, not really bad, but they're aching, just tired because of the, I know it's new boots, but it's also because just the ground is so rough. So I really don't feel like walking too much further today, to be honest. I've only walked 9 miles so far, or 8.1 miles so far, but it feels like 20 miles. So I'm going to go to Kimmer Ridge, recharge, and then decide what to do. I'm going to find some of the camp on the other side. I'm not going to make, it's unlikely I can make it to Lulworth Cove today. A steep descent, but going into Kimmer Ridge Bay, which is lovely, isn't it? A lot of tourists here. Big car park. There's some toilets there. So hopefully I'll use that and I can get water out of, well, hopefully it's drinking water. And I can get some drinking water from there. I'm on the beach just trying to cook my food. It's quite busy, but there's nowhere else to go, so put the guard around it. Should be fine. It's a view back to the tower. Adventure food, pasta al fungi. So looking back, you can see the car park. You can see where I was before. So I've walked around probably a mile after having my nice lunch. So made my lunch, made a nice coffee, and then I've set off back because I've done 10 miles. So but I like to do another 3 miles today at least. I'd like to get to Lulworth, but that's 6 miles. So it depends on my feet and how I feel. I'm just stopping every sort of half an hour now. But the main thing is to find somewhere to camp. You can't camp on the Lulworth part here, so not on the firing range. So I'm hoping it'll open up further on, but I'm not sure. You can see the very far cliffs. That's where I was sort of about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. But I walked even further than that, you know. It was a couple of hours to get to that point. So, and all this coast I've covered. So I made real progress. Again, just digging deep, keep on walking. My main concern here is just to get away from the military land so I can find somewhere to camp, because you can't camp on here obviously. I'm hoping that I can get onto that beach. There's people on that beach down there, so I'm thinking that might not be a bad place to camp tonight, because there's some green there. So I think I'm going to see if I can pitch down there. I'll keep you out, won't it? You won't wild camping there, would you? Unexploded shells. I'm not too comfortable about staying here. So my only other choice is to walk another 4 miles. It's probably I'm just going to have to go for it over here and head into the sunset. I'm just doing it one yellow beacon at a time. Having a short rest, another yellow beacon, short rest, another yellow beacon, and I'll be at the top. Really got to dig deep to do this. I've got to go through because it's military land. There's nowhere really to safely camp, so I'm forced into this one. It looks like someone might be camping on that island, can't be sure, but I don't feel that comfortable camping on an island that's got a number on it, which is like a target, you know what I mean? And also when I was coming down the other side of that hill, about 20 Marines all came roaring up the hill past me, carrying their backpacks. So the Royal Marines are out there doing some exercise, and I don't fancy putting my tent somewhere and then being intercepted by the Royal Marines at midnight, you know what I mean? So okay, I didn't quite make it, but woo, you see how steep this is. Whoa, whoa, I tell you what, this has got to make you stronger. If the Royal Marines can do it, then I can too. At least they've got these nice footprints for your feet to go in. This one, woo, that was tough. And now just the last bit. Be very careful with carrying all this weight. Lean forward. Make sure you don't slip. If you do slip, make sure you slip flat on your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Royal Marine. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Whoa. I get on here at the Flowers Barrow. This is an old fort. A Flower Barrow Iron Age hill fort. And it looks just like I'm back on the South Downs again. And if you can see, I'm sort of going along this ridge, you know, slightly down at a sort of not a very steep gradient. And then I hope to find somewhere just outside this military zone, around there. I think it's going to be a long one. I think I might just have cold sardines tonight. It reminds me of my skiing days. You traverse the slope and then you do the, whatever it was called, I can't remember, 2 skis together, and then you turn, you switch the weight onto the lower foot. Up to 8 o'clock now, been going on the go for quite a long time, still having fun, but I was hoping to have a nice gentle stroll into the village, into Lulworth village, and then look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's nothing I can do about it. Irish Mel, Lulworth Cove, 2.5 miles. And I've got to go over this. And there's a medal. Oh my goodness, they weren't joking, were they? You see the tanks? Can you see the tanks there on the hill? That's why you can't camp in there. They got tanks hidden in the this is where they practice the tanks. I don't really want, I mean, so really I have to go over here, otherwise I'm going to get attacked by tanks. So here we go. And it looks really steep, like the steepest hill I've ever climbed, and I have no way around it. So another experience, another day trip adventure awaits.